Hey, everybody, welcome to the Big Insider Secrets, how realtors can increase their income and leverage their knowledge and expertise for faster and easier client acquisitions, better relationships, and higher earnings potential. We love all those things. So let's get started right away. And I'd like to go ahead and jump right in on the agenda. The agenda today, what we're going to cover here is examples of top players and why hard work doesn't always pay off. We're also going to give you a little bit of background from me so you know what's kind of going on. And we're going to get into the three big insider secrets themselves, how to improve client acquisitions, relationships, and earnings. After all, that is kind of why we got into this game to begin with, right? And then the secret sauce, which literally we go deep diving into everything we talk about on the three big insider secrets. So we'll dive into that with the big insider secret number 1, 2, and 3. And then I'm going to offer you an opportunity to take advantage of my expertise to leverage your expertise. So I hope you can stick with me for the next 40 minutes. It's a great time to go ahead and close out the tabs that you got open and just watch this video and pay attention, because literally what you learn here today can totally rocket your success in such an amazing way. So we're going to talk about the top players in your industry, like Gary Keller. Probably everybody on this webinar here knows who Gary Keller is. He is an amazing guy who Keller Williams Realty is the brokerage that he runs, probably the largest brokerage there is nowadays. And Tony Robbins, who is not, people think of him as a motivational speaker, but he really is a transformational speaker. And I'm really lucky I get to hang out with him in just about a week now. So I'm super excited about that. And then Grant Cardone. Grant Cardone's kind of what we would call the new player, but he has amassed an incredible world around him. And they all have one thing in common. They all make more money today because of one thing they did early in their career. And it's a key. It's that one thing that generates them hundreds, if not thousands, and even literally hundreds of millions of dollars annually with very little effort. And what we're going to do today is learn how you can leverage that same exact tools and techniques that they use to generate massive success in your current business, no matter what level you're at, whether you're just a brand new beginner or whether you've been doing this for 10 years and you're already part of the $1 Million Earning Club. There's so many opportunities that we're going to talk about today. But let's talk first about hard work. Okay. So the question is, does hard work really work? And there are no secrets to success. It's the result of preparation, hard work, and learning from failure. That's something that Colin Powell had said. And you have a few other quotes in here. But my favorite quote on this screen is hard work, nose to the grindstone, and all that. And that was my dad saying that. And I literally grew up with that from my dad my whole life. Now, my mother, on the other hand, always told me, don't work hard, work smart. And I think that that is a great way to put working hard. It's not that you don't work hard. I mean, the people we talked about earlier, Grant Cardone and Keller Williams, do they work hard? Yes. If you know Grant Cardone, you know this man works hard. He worked hard to build an empire. But let me ask you this question. Do you think he's cold calling people today to sell them a ticket to his 10X conference? No. Do you think he's picking up the phone and cold calling people to invest in Cardone Capital? No. He's a major player. People call him. And see, there's this one thing, this one big thing that pushed him into that position, that literally accelerated him into that position. And I'm going to share more on that. So how do you leverage this one big insider move that will get people calling you, like Grant Cardone, Tony Robbins, Gary Keller, and so many more? I'd like to share that with you. But first, I'm going to tell you a little bit about your host so that you kind of know what I'm all about. I'm a marketer. See, I have spent 35 years in marketing, and I'm going to help you today teach you how to leverage your talent, your knowledge, and your experience. As I promised, I'm going to give you 3 secrets about marketing and messaging to improve your earnings, relationships, and client acquisitions. Again, leveraging your experience, your talent, and your knowledge, and your experience, just like I do, to launch and relaunch businesses. So I'm going to help you basically launch your business and your life to a whole new level today. So I spent 35 years in marketing and I love to travel. You see, I spent about 6 months traveling around the world. I do this because of the 35 years as a marketer. I have 20 years experience as a trainer, mentor, and educator. And I absolutely love to leverage my experience to help other people learn, earn, and grow. Collectively, I've earned my business associates and partners over $170 million in revenue. But more importantly, see, I help countless people just like you 10x success and take their businesses to the next level. My background is in film, TV commercials, as seen on TV, products, videos, rock videos, print, billboard, radio, online, offline, direct mail, email, and text messaging. Like literally, I have been in every aspect of marketing for the majority of my life. I know what works, but more importantly, I know what doesn't work. See, my clients include top marketing ad agencies in the world, Saatchi, Distancer, Fitzgerald, Gray, and so many others. And working with them, I've been doing marketing, production, advertising, and messaging for companies like Samsung, Toyota, Coca-Cola, Levi Strauss, Bell Telephone Systems, UPS, Microsoft, and many, many more. I won't bore you with the details there. The thing is, do you know who my favorite people to work with are? It's people like you, realtors, people that inspire and make a difference in people's lives on a personal level. So you do that through your business, through your relationships, through your friendships, and through inspiration. So what I'd like to do is share with you the secret sauce that we're going to talk about today. And it's top players leveraging this one thing that helps them make money. And it's all about content. You see, they became a published author. Gary Keller of Keller Williams Realty wrote several books. He's now a highly paid professional speaker with a net worth of over $200 million. He did that doing real estate and writing content about real estate. Tony Robbins has 5 books, one of them co-authored with Peter Malik. Currently, his net worth is $500 million, and he consults with everybody, literally everybody, from Conor McGregor, an MMA fighter, to the President of the United States of America. This man has got his stuff together, but he got there creating content. Grant Cardone, his first book was in 2008. Literally, this guy was a used car salesperson, drug user, bad element, barely paying his bills in his little shack rent of an apartment. Today, what is this? 11 years later, 300 million net worth today, mostly, by the way, in real estate investing. So it's really critical to understand that content is king. They became published authors. And being a published author will rocket you to the next level. Here are 3 books that I recommend reading. Grant Cardone's book, 10X Rule. It will help you tremendously understand the motivation and the attitude that goes into making yourself the best you can possibly be. Tony Robbins' book, Money Master the Game, is a great book to increase financial success. And Gary Keller's book, The One Thing, which is actually his first book not written specifically about real estate, but business, which includes real estate. And I highly recommend you checking these out. And the question is, are you ready to join the recommended reading list of your clients? So before we get started, let's make one thing super clear. It is a fact, it is an absolute fact, that very few people get rich from writing books. However, you can get rich because you wrote the book. And I'm going to show you today exactly how to do that. So it's a great time to get your pen and paper out. Make sure your tabs are closed out, that you're getting distracted, checking your email and text and all those things. Put your phone down on silent for just a little bit longer so that you can learn how to take your business literally and rocket your success. You're going to learn how being a published author can leverage your book to a whole new dimension in your business. Now, the questions you might be asking yourself is like, it's difficult. It takes a long time to write a book. You might not even know what you want to write about yet, and I totally get it. But I'm going to show you how the easy way it is to become a published author with the partners that we've joined with, publishing, specializing in your area of expertise. It's not difficult to write a book. It's not complicated. It won't take years of your life. In fact, it's fun, easy, and fast if you know what you're doing and you partner with the right people. Bottom line is, cold calling is not fun. So we're going to teach you how you don't have to cold call. Did you know that being a published author is one way to absolutely stand out and reach your clients, get into intimate conversations about your product and services even before you've ever even talked with that client? By the time I'm finished here today, I'm going to show you not only how to avoid the rejection of cold calling altogether, but how you get prospective clients calling you after the first contact. Now, that's an amazing first contact or cold calling success. The big idea here is that you probably have hundreds, if not thousands of competitors, all bombarding potential clients with the very same boring marketing tactics that every other realtor uses. This is important because catching a prospect's attention means you stand out in a crowded room of competitors. Not commanding their attention, however, means you die broke and serve no one. A book will immediately position you as an expert in a crowd of competitors, all eager to get their business. And I'm going to give you a quick couple of examples. Now, as a realtor, you probably go to networking events and spread your card around and try to build client relationships that way. Here in Phoenix, just a few weeks ago, I went to one of the biggest networking events around. It's called the Networking Phoenix Signature Event. Phoenix is where I call home. There are about 700 to 1,000 people here at this event, and I personally met with 20 realtors. See, it doesn't have to be a big event. Even small networking events have more than one realtor out there. And you're about to learn how at any networking event, literally any networking event, you can command the room and be the realtor to talk to. Have people coming to you asking for your information rather than you having to go out and chase potential clients. Because if you're a realtor at an event and there are a bunch of other realtors there, you need to know how to stand out in that crowd. You see, this all came about when I was actually at a conference. And this is exactly what happened to me. I was talking with a prospective client at a conference and telling them about my products and services. Now, what I did, because I didn't have any cards, when I first walked in the room, you have that little bowl where everybody shoves their business cards in for the draw. I dropped my book in the fishbowl. And this, by the way, has happened so many times to me. It's incredible. But this is the first time. This is how this all began. I was chatting, and while I was chatting with this prospective client, the event leader pulls my book out and announces from stage on the microphone to the entire room, Jason, is this your book? Did you put your book in the business card draw? And I, of course, laughed, So I turned from the prospective client and I yelled back across the room, I forgot my card, so I just went ahead and put my book in there. I guess I won. And then I quickly laughed. And I said, you know what? Pull another card. And oh, by the way, give my book away as an added prize if you want. So the leader did just that. And then asked me on the microphone in front of everybody, hey, before I give your book away, do you have an extra copy for me? Which was an opening line for me to shout again all the way across the room. Hey, I do have a couple extra books. So by the way, if anybody would like a copy, come on over and see me. Now, one of the things that was funny about this is I was literally standing at the back end of the room. So when I say this, I have to shout because I don't have a microphone. So I'm literally shouting across the entire room. What I noticed right then and there was every single person in the room, every time the leader would say my name and look at me, the entire room would shift in their seats to look at me as well. Now, here's what happened next, and this is what impacts you. The guy I was talking to, he says, how much? And I just looked at him kind of phased, and I said, don't worry about it. I got a book for you, no charge. And he said, no. I want to know how much to train me to do what you just did. And that was awesome. By the way, he immediately bought my entire package. I trained him, and now I train thousands of other people found that just one simple technique and so many other ways to leverage their book at events and other ways. So, by the way, this works for me, yes, and it works for a whole bunch of other people. And I want to give you an example of someone who absolutely is crushing it right now. Let me introduce to you Sandy Hayakawa. See, Sandy is a local residential real estate expert in Cave Creek, Arizona. Cave Creek is a small town just north of Scottsdale, and it's kind of an upscale town. And she goes to networking events and uses this book to get more clients. But wait, there's more. See, there's a key element here is when someone is at a networking event and they win a book or they get a free book, something happens. See, when someone wins that night, like after the hustle and bustle of the day and the craziness of the networking event, maybe it's after a glass of wine or some brandy or a beer, after a bath or a shower, when they're relaxed, everything is soft and soft music playing in the background, some lighting maybe, wrapped in a towel or a bathrobe, climbing into bed, propping up on the pillows, getting comfortable, finally at ease, taking a big deep breath and exhaling slowly, feeling good and relaxed, the pressure of the day gone. One thing makes this night perfect: a good book. And see, at this point, they reach over and grab your book because, see, they won this book or they got this book for free at a networking event. They already feel good. They're already a winner because they won at the networking event. And at that moment, they begin to read everything you want them to know about you. Now, that was Big Insider Secret number 1. Let's take a little recap on that. Let's learn the top 10 things you just learned because it went pretty fast. So I want to make sure we cover it. The leader, who already has the respect and credibility of the room, just gave you an endorsement from center stage as the residential real estate expert in the room because you are a published author. You get to echo that across the room. You get to give your book away and have it announced a second time from in front of the room. Bottom line is you get a 30-second commercial. Not one of the other realtors in the room gets that. At the Networking Phoenix Signature event, oh my Lord, they were all looking around like, how did that just happen? You get a 30-second commercial not once, not twice, but 3 times from the front of the room. The 5th thing we learned is you get to tell the room all at once, if anyone's interested in buying or selling a home or your service, or your business, come see you for a free book. It gives you instant access to qualified leads seeking you out. You get instant credibility, instant authority, instant recognition as the expert residential real estate person in the room. It's a big time ego stroke too, and that's important at any networking event. Bottom line is, at the end of the night, your potential client lets down their sales guard, oh my gosh, they're trying to sell me something, and in a relaxed state, reads your book and take in every reason why they should be working only with you on a first contact. Talk about success. Quite amazing in my opinion. Now, that's just Big Insider Secret number 1. Let's dig into Big Insider Secret number 2. Free publicity. Bam. As a published author, this opens the door to massive amounts of free publicity. The main thing to understand here is instead of paying for advertising, you leverage your book for interviews, speaking engagements, and more. I'm going to give you quick examples here. If you were to buy 30 seconds of airtime on the Super Bowl, which is coming up in just another 2 weeks, it would cost you $5 million. $2 million for the Oscars, $500,000 for Game 7 of the World Series. But we all know we're not going to be spending money on the World Series or the Super Bowl. Let's look at local news. Let's say you just took 30 seconds of airtime on a morning news show in your local market. Adweek says Fox News is getting $8,300 for 30 seconds of airtime. Now, if you call the producer of a local morning TV talk show, a local Fox channel, and say, here's my business card, I'd like some time on your show, they're going to tell you it's $8,300 for 30 seconds, and they'll put you in contact with the sales department. However, if you contact the producer and say, I have a book about the local real estate market, and this is why your viewers need to know what I have to say, they're going to ask you when you can be a guest. Now, you can get on TV without a book by hiring someone like me to get you there. But with a book, it's so much easier and even free. So a couple of examples are my client and friend, Brian Kelly, got over 9 minutes of morning news talk time here in Phoenix. Now, by the way, we are the 15th largest market in the United States. His cost was $0. Well, okay, perfect, clear visibility and transparency. We did buy the producer a cup of coffee after the show. So really $5 at Starbucks was what it cost him. But could you imagine getting $150,000 of airtime? That's 9 minutes at $8,300 for each 30-second interval. Can you imagine getting 9 minutes for the price of a cup of coffee? With a book, you can do that and so much more. Radio, TV, print, newspapers, local magazines, articles, podcasts, vlogs on YouTube. There are so many options available to you now because you have a book. See, after that experience, Brian now has his own interview show that's featured on 16 different platforms, including Amazon, Fire Stick, Roku, Apple TV, Chromecast. He is an expert in his field. Check out his show at themindbodybusinessshow.com if you'd like. Another client, Richard Barrier, he's been featured on national publication and as seen on TV with over 13 minutes of airtime on just one local television news channel. By the way, this could be you. Now I know what you're thinking. Writing a book is difficult, takes a long time, but I can't. And you just fill in the blank with whatever the little voice is saying in your head. The tricky thing is, without a focused, methodical book writing system, it can take a very long time. Most give up. Very few stick with it to a finished product. And even when they are finally done, they're finally done writing, they don't know what to do with it next. They don't know how to prepare it for printing. They don't know how to secure a publishing contract. They don't know how they can leverage their book once they have it. I mentioned earlier, I've been teaching, training, mentoring, and educating since 1997. I'm a marketer for 35 years. I've won a Clio Award and a 2-time Marketer of the Year award winner. I love teaching marketing and messaging. Helping others learn, earn, and grow is my passion. My goal here today is to share the wealth of my experience and knowledge with the world in such a way that every single person that meets me and knows me will profit and prosper. You see, I've published numerous books on my own, and more importantly, I help other people publish theirs. So if you are ready to take the next step and learn if your city is available, then go ahead, because they're on a first come, first served basis. You need to click the link below and apply to see if your city is available, and you can do that at any time now while we continue on with the big insider secret number 3. So I'm going to teach you how to sell without selling. So we're going to go back to Sandy and her book, The Residential Real Estate Expert in Cave Creek. Now, in her book, she can write about pest control. You see, in every area of the country, there are different types of pests. Here in Arizona, we have scorpions, and I'm not talking about the band. I'm talking about real scorpions. Okay. No local residential real estate expert can talk about local things without talking about scorpions here in Phoenix. So Sandy, she gives her call to her favorite pest control peep. And by the way, all realtors have favorite pest control peeps. So this is Joe's Pest Control. And by the way, this works in any industry too. Plumbers, electricians, remodelers, flippers, dentists, lawyers, beauticians. literally everybody this works for. I've never found a business that a book was not right for, even a mortician, for real. I promise you that. But Sandy calls Joe and she says, "Hey, Joe, I'm writing a book and I need to know the number one thing new home buyers or sellers need to know about scorpions." Joe says, "Don't leave your door open." And by the way, I'm oversimplifying this whole process here for this particular part just to keep the time tight for you. So Sandy adds that in her book and quotes her favorite pest control Pete, Joe's Pest Control. Now, being a published author is a big deal, and being quoted in a published book is a big deal too. You see, it elevates Joe to expert status, thought leader, celebrity status, and more. And this is a thing that we call credibility by association. Do you ever see people posting pictures with celebrities, notable players in industry? And even if you don't, by the way, if you don't do it, I highly recommend it. A friend of mine and mentor, Mark Victor Hansen, shared with me back in 2003 that I should take pictures with as many people as possible. And then when you run into them again, you show them the picture. They will instantly recall that they know you and have met you before. But equally important, when you post these pictures, it establishes you as a mover and shaker, as someone in the know, as someone that associates with movers and shakers. By the way, even if the people you're posing with are unknown, it still helps you position yourself. For example, here I'm sitting with Russell Brand on the far left and Glenn Morshower at the bottom. By the way, both famous actors. You probably don't know Glenn, but you know Glenn. See, he's been in Transformers, actually multiple Transformers. He's been in Moneyball with Brad Pitt. He's a total rock star, literally, in the film industry. But he's that guy you know, but you don't know. Russell Brand is, of course, a comedian. On the above that, I'm standing with a guy named Tom Antion, who is literally the great grandfather of internet marketing. He not only is a millionaire internet marketer, but he produces millionaire internet marketers. On the far right and the top, you're going to see Ray Parker Jr. Now, if you don't recognize that name, he's the person who not only wrote, but also sang the song Ghostbusters. You know, who you going to call? Ghostbusters. That's right. He's the singer and songwriter. But my favorite picture in this group is the bottom right-hand corner, and that is Mama Brown's baby boy, Les Brown. Now, Les Brown is an incredible motivational speaker and thought leader. But in this picture, someone caught this picture where he's actually asking me for an autograph. And that's one of my proudest moments of speaking on stage. Les and I both shared a stage together, and it was just an amazing. And he wanted my information for his daughter who needed some help. So this is called credibility by association, and it works. And the key here is it works for me. It will work for you, but it's super important that you understand that it works for Joe of Joe's Pest Control too. You see, when Joe is telling everybody that he's quoted in a book, he's also telling everyone that you are the local residential real estate expert by default. Now, would you rather hear from someone selling you, "I'm an expert in blah, blah, blah. I know blah, blah, blah. I'm great at this, that, or another thing," or from a trusted friend? You see, if you hear from Joe that Sandy is an expert in residential real estate and she knows the local area and she's great at getting the best prices on the market, that has an impact. But hold on for a second. Do you think that Joe might be interested in maybe having a copy of that book for himself? I mean, after all, he's published in a book, a real book. But maybe he'll want just a few copies, maybe for his friends and family. Or maybe, just maybe, if you suggest it, Joe will want to order hundreds of books. Why? Because then he can give them away to his clients. Because see, not only are you a residential real estate expert, it says so right here in this book, but as an expert, you know who to call for pest control. It says so right here in this book. You see, now this is one way to get Joe, and how Joe and his clients will want to buy way more books. Just doing a few simple things in your book, you can multiply this and have lots of people wanting to buy hundreds of copies of your books. The bottom line here is that you can offer it to Joe and others who can then use your book and leverage your expertise to enhance their own products and offers. See, Joe's going to use your book and show his clients that you recognize him as an expert. And in the meantime, he's associating with your credibility as the local residential real estate expert. Win-win. This is absolutely key because, as I said earlier, you can work really hard to sell yourself and your book, or you could just let other people sell it for you. Like the networking event leader shouting your expertise from across the stage, or Joe leveraging you and your book to promote himself. You see, he's promoting you at the very same time, and that is a huge fact to understand. Now, right about now, that little voice is probably perking up in your head again, going, wait, I can't, da. The reality, as I said earlier, is most people give up and stick with it to the finished product. Most people don't know what to do, how to get it prepared for printing, or more importantly, how to get a reputable publishing contract secured. And most importantly, they don't know how to leverage their book once they have it. But fortunately for you, we've partnered with the Platinum Experts Publishing Group and have a complete system developed just for you. And it's the easy way. Now, a lot of people, actually most people's thinking is, why do it the easy way when you can do it the hard way? Using Platinum Experts Publishing Local Residential Real Estate Experts program, you get it all the easy way. So you're probably asking yourself, well, what is the Platinum Experts Publishing way? Well, let's talk about how most people do things. Most people will go out and hire someone to help them write their book. It's called a ghostwriter. And if you get a ghostwriter and include that ghostwriter's name as like a with or as told to on the cover, typically the price for a good ghostwriter is between $22,000 and $80,000. Now, if you want to hire a ghostwriter and have them write the book for you and not put their name on it, that number can jump up over to $100,000. Yes, these amounts can slide higher and lower depending on the book's length and complexity, but these numbers are coming right off the publishing and writing contracts that I frequent often. Let's talk about exclusive local area. Now, I just took this example here from Century 21 Real Estate. Century 21 Real Estate, which does not, by the way, give you an exclusive to your area, it just puts your location in an area. Their franchise fee is $25,000. The total required to open a franchise is $523,000. You have to be liquid capital of $10,000 at all times. And like I said, you have to have an investment up to $523,000. By the way, your net worth has to be currently $75,000 or greater. So there's a lot going into just getting a Century 21 franchise to have a local area, and you're not even exclusive at that point. Publishing contracts. Now, publishing contracts, contrary to popular belief, you go out and get a publishing contract and they pay you $1 million to start off with. That's not how it works unless you're Stephen King or Gary Keller or Tony Robbins or one of these guys, right? Publishing contracts require large minimum volume orders up front, and costs can range anywhere from $5,000 to $25,000 up front. By the way, here's the fun part. You also have to offer a guarantee buyback for any unsold books, and they have no promise to reprint or support you after the initial order. By the way, that's the hard way. With the Platinum Experts Publishing way, you do it the easy way. Now, once you actually get the book written, the thing is you have to now have it edited and you have to have it formatted for editing and printing. And you go through these things and you can hire somebody for anywhere from $10 to maybe $25 an hour to do that. So you have to think about how many hours it's going to take to actually create and to edit and to format your book. But you don't have to worry about that because the Platinum Experts Publishing way includes all of these things we're talking about. Here's what we add to the mix to make it special for you. 4 weekly sessions on how to leverage and market your book. We go deep diving into the training you've heard today and so much more. Plus, you get follow-up training after you receive your book. We want to make sure that you're getting the biggest bang for your buck. Normally, I charge $8,797 for my leverage marketing training program, but it's all part of the easy way with Platinum Experts Publishing. Now, another thing is I mentioned earlier that I have a background in TV, and this one training alone, the endorsement training, which by the way, this is the first training you get after you begin your residential real estate experts induction. This one training can help you offset, pay for, and potentially profit from your book deal with Platinum Experts Publishing even before your book is printed. And by the way, this training comes complete with fully customizable page inserts and templates. This brings incredibly high value to your expert status. And as I said, it's included in the Platinum Experts Publishing Easy Way. Now, I spent 35 years in marketing and over 10 years getting my clients, partners, and products on TV, news, Fox and Friends, national publications. And for the last few years, I've really focused my clients on local press. You see, with this training and proven templates, you'll be able to easily and effortlessly get featured as a guest on local news, talk, TV, radio shows, and more. We provide the training, the guidance, and the templates, everything you need. Now, when I teach this course out in the world, I teach it for $1,700. And then I include a $1,000 upsell for templates. But all of these are included in the easy way with Platinum Experts Publishing. Now, I know what you're thinking is at networking events, I've been to thousands of them, and I really don't generate many clients from them. Well, we're going to teach you exactly what to say and how to say it at every single networking event. Now, this is important because I learned from the absolute best at networking, and I'm not that guy. I mean, I'm good, but I'm not that guy. So what I've done is I've gone ahead and made arrangements and paid for his training for you. Now, the normal cost of that training and what we're paying is $799, but you guessed it right. It's included in the easy way with the Platinum Expert Publishing way. We're also going to take care of your scripts, okay? And these are, by the way, incredible value. And when you're playing at a high level, you want a complete done-for-you script. This is what to say to anyone about your books, about your expertise, about your publishing contract, about everything, and so much more. Now, these scripts are proven in the field for effective results. And this is all part of the easy way with Platinum Experts Publishing. Now, we also take you to the next level. We give you advanced marketing training. Now, as a 35-year veteran of marketing, I've developed and trained thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people on advancing their career using big insider secrets to marketing. Now, these secrets in the industry, they don't want you to know them. But for all of my fast-acting realtors today, for people who really, really want to advance their career quickly and break through the $1 million earner ceiling sooner rather than later, I walk you through all of these advanced megastar marketing bootcamp training. Now, by the way, this training is one that I normally reserve for rock stars and movie stars, serious content creators. But while we partnered with Platinum Experts Publishing for a limited time, I'm offering it to my fast-acting realtors today. See, now, this is something that you can get on your own, you can apply for and see if you qualify. The tuition for the advanced marketing training is $11,977. But with my partnering with Platinum Experts Publishing, you get all of this with no additional investment on your part. That's the easy way with Platinum Experts Publishing. Now, you might want to talk about TV and getting on TV and learning how to be on TV. We take care of that as well. We give you a nice personal coaching and then interview on the Big Insider Secret Show. The other part of this is that you actually get rights to repurpose the show and use it in your own branding, marketing, and promotions. Now, this is a limited opportunity and only available for those who act right now. The first 15 realtors that go ahead and apply to see if their city is available, they get this at a priority scheduling. After that, it's based on a space available situation only. Again, this is exclusive to the Platinum Experts Publishing way. Finally, let's talk about book reorders. Now, with the Platinum Experts Publishing, you qualify for low volume minimum orders annually. It's 250 books annually to maintain your exclusive local expert status. Now, the good news is you also get discounts on book reorders. So this is powerful because you not only get a low minimum order annually, but you also get big discounts. I know what you're thinking, like, so excited, but how much is this? How much is this? I want to know. I want to know. And I do too. I want to share this with you right now. So let's review what you're getting in this entire easy Platinum Experts Publishing package. First, you become a published author. $36,000 value. Exclusive local market. $25,000. By the way, let's reemphasize exclusive local market. You get a publishing agreement with Platinum Experts Publishing that is a $10,000 value. The writing, the editing, the formatting, that's all taken care of for you. $9,500. You get the leverage marketing, which is $8,797 value included in the package with Platinum Experts Publishing. You get a branded cover design. That's $2,600 value. Again, it's included. You get endorsement training, $1,800. You get as seen on TV training. That's $1,697. And remember, the as seen on TV templates are included. That's normally a $1,000 upsell. That's a $999 value for you included as well. You get the network training that I personally take care of and pay for on your behalf with the best in the industry. That's $799. Author scripts, $499 value. And then you don't even have to qualify because we will train you and qualify you for the advanced marketing training. That's $11,977 value. Again, you could purchase that separately, but you would have to apply to see if you qualify. You get a personal one-on-one interview with coaching and rights to republish and repurpose the interview for your own personal branding. That's a $15,000 value. And you get massive discounts on reordering your books. By the way, you don't need to order them annually. You can order them at any time you want, and you get the same discounted rate. That's powerful. The package includes 250 books, and I apologize, it's cut off there at the bottom, but you can see it. It includes 250 books with the package. Now, this value is $124,668. You're getting the entire package, $124,668 value today. Today is Tuesday, and this offer is for a very limited time. We're actually going to keep this offer open until Thursday at midnight. But remember, your city may or may not be available later. So if you want exclusive access to your local market, act now and get the entire package, $124,668 value for just $4,997. That's under $5,000 for $124,668 value. Can you imagine that? Under $5,000. And you get your exclusive local market. Now, this product currently sells for $10,000. but we've reduced it down for this limited time, just until Thursday at midnight. So use the special link, click below, and get everything you need to get started today. We're super excited to have you now be part of the Big Insiders. Welcome.